let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Let me just say this. Folks love sin, expect the outcome. I don't want to hear that they need to be bailed out. No, they don't need to be bailed out. If you are in sin, you need to repent. I warn you, and I let it be known. Each and every state has to call out the sin, has to put in effect to remove the sinners in facilities, in these places. We should not welcome sin anymore. Because if any state, no matter where you at, any state accepts sin, expect the outcome. There's no more excuses. And I'm glad that the Most High has put it in Trump. I'm glad the Most High has put it in the administration not to give aid to the sinners. Because let me explain something to you. When you give aid to the saint and you subordinate and help the sinner, judgment is coming to your house. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are and what you talking about. I'm dealing with the facts. And the fact of the matter is, the reason why there's a lot of things going on in particular places, in particular states, because I've been calling it out for a long time, is because of the sin. And a lot of you have accepted the sin, and that's why you're going to see certain things happen in your area, wherever you at. Whether you're in the field, whether you're in the city, whether you're in the town, whether you're in another country. People are tired of people's sin. I am so sick of it. So take your sin behind off my chat. You will be blocked. My mods will block you. I don't care about your feelings about Trump. I'm dealing with the facts. You people want to protect the sin? Get the hell out of my chat. I'm not playing with nobody. I have no respect of persons. Take your funky behind, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman. I am glad that he did not bring in the help in any of these states. You love sin? Get the hell out of my chat. I don't want your support. Straight up the box. I don't want you in my chat. Mods, I'm making it clear. Anybody that got an issue of me, because I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. It's time to clean house in this country. Get rid of these sinners. Get rid of these women and men sinners that don't want to be representing the Most High like they're supposed to. Cut them off, Trump. I'm glad they're getting cut off. Now go to your other favorite kissing behind content creators that love sin, that's not in shape. Tired of y'all, man. It's not a point of if he is or not. I deal with facts. Y'all deal with emotions. Take your emotional side to the side. Why y'all protect sin? Answer the doggone question. Why y'all protect sin? And you wonder why a lot of you are struggling. You wonder why a lot of you ain't having no relationship. You wonder why nobody want to be around you because of your sin. I'm glad he's in office. I don't care what your favorite content creators say. And you go tell him kick rocks. I'm glad he's not helping these people in need. Why don't y'all help the sinners? Since y'all love sinners, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? I'm glad the Most High is shaking up this earth. I'm glad the Most High is showing us who is the real sinners of men and women and the children that is coming from sin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody, every culture being exposed. All of your emotions, I don't want to hear it. I ain't got time for nobody's emotion. I ain't got time for a woman's emotion. I ain't got time for no man's emotion. Go rock with them sinner content creators. Go rock with them guys that kiss your behind under your family every day. Y'all don't respect men in truth. Y'all don't support real men. Take your behinds off my platform. I mean it. I don't want you here. I want winners around me. I don't want sinners in my chat, man. I don't want sinners in my chat. I'll be glad when the Most High put it in y'all to leave me alone. Take your sinner behind and go watch your sinner kissing Ibarassi, Dibarassi, Liberassi's behind off my chat. I'm fully conservative for righteous reasons. I don't care for the other side because a lot of them is in sin, and any Republican in sin, I'll call them out. A lot of you ladies love sin. You love sin. A lot of you dudes, you only get with women because you want to sin with them. You want to sin. You in lust spirit. Y'all have a lot of demons in y'all. Y'all want to control a man. Y'all want to see a man have nothing. Jealous. Jealous is sin too. Insecurity is sin too. And a lot of you got a lot of things y'all got to work on. Leave me alone. I ain't asked y'all to come to my chat. I didn't ask y'all to come into my chat. I don't want no sinners in my chat. That's what's messing up my channel, because there's a bunch of sinners coming in my chat. I want people that's on point in my chat. I don't want you sinners in my chat with your emotional wreck. Keep your thoughts to yourself and leave me the hell alone, because you got an issue of what I say. I'm glad Trump ain't helping the sinners in St. Louis. I'm glad that Trump ain't helping the sinners in Kansas or any of these states. I'm glad he's not sending aid to the sinners. That's how I roll. I don't help sinners. You want to support sinners? Get out my platform. Straight up. I'm too elite. I know when I sin and how it messed me up. So don't come at me with your nonsense. I'm glad the Most High put Trump in office. If you got a problem with it, that's a you problem. Then you got a problem with me. Because I don't look at race. I look at the results. A lot of you look at race, and that's why you stuck where you at. I don't look at race. I look at the results. It's time to clean up America and its sin. It needs to be cleaned up. Too many men, too many women are in sin. Too much adultery going on. Too much lying going on. Too much this, too much that. It got to be called out. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I have removed myself from all sinners. Last year was the last time I was around sinners. I am not around sinners. And those who try to get me into sin, I remove them. I don't even talk to them. I stay to myself. I guess I'm standoffish if you want to ask that question. No, you know who's the biggest thieves? People that want to... Whoa. How dare you call somebody a thief? You know who's the biggest thieves? People that look like me. Want to be the biggest thieves in the world. Ain't no other culture stole from me. Ain't no other culture lied on me. Ain't no other culture set me up. It's people that look like me set me up, line me up. And then there's other women somewhat of other ethnicities lied on me too. Because they couldn't get their way. Because they was in sin. They love sin. A lot of y'all love sin. You can't blame no president. I don't give a rat's behind who's the president. I don't care if a woman was in town. It don't matter. You support sin, there's consequences to it. I don't care who's in charge. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all worrying about who's in charge. What's going on in your household? What's going on in your household? What's going on in your state? Answer the question. What's going on in Nevada? Nevada's the biggest sin in America right now. Y'all allow all types of atrocity going on in Nevada. Y'all allow all types of creeps, weirdos, thieves, people stealing from their job, people stealing from each other, people sleeping with other people, all types of commotions going on in that Blackthorn in Nevada. Miss me with that nonsense. They destroyed Nevada since 2008. You can't blame that on Trump. Blame it on the people that lives in your state. Get rid of the sin, and maybe you won't have no storms. Maybe you won't have no outages. Maybe you won't have no shortage of food. Maybe you won't have to complain about the money you getting from your company if they wasn't in sin. Ooh. Y'all love sin. I'm in the #1 city. Florida is leading by example, and a lot of y'all can't stand Florida because Florida is kicking out the sin. Yeah, kicking them out of Tampa, kicking them out of Miami. Yes, we kicking them out. That's why we the #1 economy. That's why we the #1 thriving. That's why everybody trying to come here. Ain't nobody going nowhere else. People trying to sneak into Florida right now. Ain't nobody thinking about any other state right now. But the Most High has a way of doing things. See, Florida learned its lesson. Allowing sinners in Tampa, allowing sinners in Miami. Kick them out of here. Kick these sinners out of here. You fellas and ladies, if you don't call sin, you are in agreement with sin. You're in agreement with sin. You love sin. You have sin in your state. They taxing you. Bro, how can y'all call out Florida, talk about Florida, and Florida's the #1 economy? Your state is dying because of sin. Your state is not thriving economically because of sin. Nobody wants to visit your state. No tourists want to come to your state because y'all not calling out the sin. We got the best sheriff in town. Shout out to Sheriff Grady. He kicking all the entities out of Tampa. He kicking all the Tempe out of Miami. He got all the sheriffs together. They working day and night, getting rid of all these narcissistic demons out of here. And I'm happy. That's a lie. You listening to lies from all those Ibaraki stations. That's a lie. The people that's moving out of Florida is the sinners. And I'm happy they moving out of Florida. I'm getting my prayers answered. I told the Most High, if Florida don't get rid of the sinners, they gotta go through it too. I just said there's sinners here. We kicking them out. Did I not say that? Are you not paying attention to what the sheriff is doing? Did you listen to Brainwaves' recent live stream? We ain't got no tornadoes going on this year. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! We ain't got no tornadoes right now. According to we're gonna have torrential rain, but we ain't got no tornadoes because we kicking out the sin. We calling out the sin in Florida. The people of Florida is on point. We calling it out, and we removing the sins out of here. We removing them out of here. Look at your state and call your state sin out. The women here got mad protection down here. Some weirdo try to do something, we gonna get that joker. We don't play that down here. I told you I don't be saying certain things in my chat. Don't be saying certain words in my chat. Hold the hell on, what's going on here? The hell y'all allowing it? Ho. You're not gonna say that word in my chat. You ain't gonna mess up my channel. Oh, heck no. Ho. What's going on here? I got that's blocked. That's blocked. I'm glad they block it. I see it on my end. Don't be saying certain words. Don't be saying certain words in my chat. I got certain words will be blocked. You ain't gonna disrespect my chat. I don't care who you are. Don't come and disrespect my chat. But they allow it on Restream. It's not. Let me see if it's in my chat. Let me make sure, cause I don't need no problems. Now, let's get down to it. Let me get to the video. I know y'all upset with Rollo. Y'all upset with me now. Y'all upset with me. There's a lot of people upset with me. And yes, I'm black fatigued. I'm tired of my own people sinning. I'm sick of y'all sin. I'm sick of all of your sin. I'm sick of your excuses. I'm sick of your sin. We can't get together and do anything correct because y'all love sin. Most of you are laying with people and sin right now. Most of you want to get with people and sin. You won't give a brother that's on point a time of day, but you get with that sinner. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people's mad I'm in Florida. I'm glad to be in Florida. And yes, it's sin in Florida. Let me tell you one thing about Florida, because I'm from here now. It's not where I'm born at, it's where I'm at. And let me tell you something. I'd take this state on any state in America right now. You can't pay me to live in any other state. Straight up the box, I'm going to keep it a buck. As Ringo would say. There's no greater state in Florida. And yes, there's sin here. At the same time, they calling out the sin. You don't see Floridians. They don't want that stuff down here. Go tell your state, Nevada, to clean up the mess. Clean up the streets. Clean up the nastiness. Clean up the sin. Clean up the infidelity at an all-time high in Las Vegas, Nevada. People are more in poverty in Las Vegas, Nevada. Why is there more poverty in the northern states or the west coast than it is in the south, particularly the southern states such as Florida? You got people working hard in jobs, can't even get past a check for a week, and you got the nerve to talk about Trump? Talk about your state stealing from you. Talk about your governor stealing for you. You can't blame Trump for that. Who's taking money from your pocket? The government. Y'all don't want to play with me. It's a bunch of criminals in Las Vegas. It's a bunch of criminals in Las Vegas. It's a bunch of scammers in Las Vegas. I got friends that at least tell me what's going on. They got scammed in Vegas. It's a bunch of scammers on the strip. A bunch of thieves on the strip. A bunch of women lining up dudes in Las Vegas. They're trying to line up my friends, these funky, whatever women they want to be today. Y'all love sin. Y'all love it. I'm not giving out no link. I'm not giving out no link. I don't put no link in the chat no more. I don't go against my jurisdiction. I'm not putting no link in the chat. If you can't email me, I can't email you, you ain't getting no link. I don't put no link in the chat. I got a bunch of weirdos trying to get on. I don't got time for weirdos no more. Had a bunch of weirdos trying to hit up on my link. I don't put links in the chat no more. You don't got my email, there's no way you're going to get the link. It is what it is. I'm not putting the link in the chat. That's a trap. So I could get these sinners to try to mess with my thing behind the scenes. I ain't got time for that. I don't got time for drama. If I was on StreamYards, that's different. I'm not on StreamYards. Well, I'm not going to put my email in the chat. Nope. If you ain't got it before, I'm not giving out my email. Them days are over. I'm strict now. I'm not even trying to put my email because these people are crazy out here, man. Crazy. Nope. I gotta be very careful. Let me do something here. Let me get down to this. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something. Let me get this ready. Let me show y'all what's going on in Vegas. Let me get my, because I'm not doing this, the woman gonna be doing, I ain't got time for no woman telling me how to run my channel. I don't want to hear about certain things to jeopardize my channel. No, I'm too smart. You're gonna come on here, you're gonna do the airtime thing, and that's gonna mess up my platform. You ain't messing up my business. No, ain't no woman, ain't no man coming on my platform spewing disrespect, trying to mess up my channel. If you gonna bail me out, if you say certain things I don't want you to say in my channel, you think I'm gonna let somebody on my platform spew their nonsense, mess up my channel, and they ain't gonna bail me out? No. I know when people are sick. Now, you saying this about Vegas. Let's get to Vegas. Let's get to it. Let's get to it right now. Open gun state license. Open gun state. Yeah, if you can't even defend yourself in Vegas in an open carry state in that Dibarazi. You see what I deal with, guys? You see what I deal with? You wonder why I stay to myself? Look what the person says. You sounded paranoid. Take care. Now go tell your boy down there in Texas that. Go tell your boy that you ain't call out, that disrespect me. Go tell your boy in Texas to go get himself checked out. Go tell him I said that. Go tell your boy that you protected down there in Texas to go get himself checked out and leave my name out his mouth. Because I ain't got nothing to say with him. With his Dibarazi self. Now go tell your boy that. Go clean up his mess down there in Texas. Stop worrying about what I'm doing in Florida. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Because I know he sent you over here. You go tell that clown to stop talking about me with his stuttering, no talent self. We ain't cool. He is an entity. He is demonic. You go tell him I said it. Word got out to me. I don't tell that other Negro that's in Florida to shut his mouth up. He in my state now. Because of me, he moved to Florida. You go tell them FBA clowns to shut their mouths up with their racist stuff. They racist over there. I don't want no racist people in my chat. I can't stand no racist people. people hanging out with racist people. Crazy or what? Let me get back to this, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of sin. I'm really tired of it. I'm very passionate about this. People take it as me yelling. No, I'm passionate. I'm tired. I'm tired of sin. A lot of you is accepting it, and I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. It's messing up my pocket. Messing up my situation. And people that is on point. It's messing up our pockets because we got a lot of sinners on YouTube. Let me put this thing on. Get ready. People taking my yelling as I'm passionate about this because I know when I said that what happened to me, so nobody could tell me otherwise. I was a C-lister in the industry. Shut your mouths up and listen. I was around people that make you lose your freaking mind if you ain't careful. Let me see. Let me do this real quick. All right, here we go. Got it ready. All right, let's hear the update. Let's go.
The 8 News Now breaking news alert.
Breaking news here at 4 o'clock. One person killed, the shooter also dead in a shooting inside a Las Vegas athletic club gym in the Northwest Valley. Reports of shots fired came around 1:30 p.m. We're looking live with you at the scene right now. Police also say several people in that gym are injured. It is at the location on Rainbow between Vegas Drive and Lake Mead Boulevard, and traffic surrounding the area cut off at this time.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Vanessa Murphy.
And I'm Brian Loftus, 8 News Now with team coverage on this, working to learn the severity of this shooting.
8 News Now reporter Joshua Piguero is live near the scene talking to people at the gym. James Schaefer at UMC, where some victims may have been taken. But first we turn to Joshua with...
Look how sad these newscasters. No soul, no empathy, no sympathy. Like they don't even care. Let's go.
With what we know so far and what a witness told you, Joshua.
Brian, Vanessa, Metro Police Department had a press conference about a half an hour ago where they confirmed the shooter died at a hospital. Police engaged with the shooter at the gym, and he was sent to the hospital where he died. Metro also telling us that one person died at the gym. Now, there's several witnesses that we spoke with here who describe a chaotic scene. We're going to pan out and show you the sea of police cars that are still here. We don't know when this scene is going to clear, but Metro says officers responded at around 1:30 this afternoon.
You can't pay me to live in the most sin state in America. You can't pay me $1. You can't pay me to visit. Look at that traffic. Look at that Ibarasi traffic. Look at the sadness. Even the law officers don't get respect in Vegas no more. Look at this. Look at this madness. Look at it. Look at all the people's stuff. They gotta wait. Seeing all this nastiness every day. You can't even go to a gym without getting somebody gun you down. Ain't no more fun in Vegas.
Into a shooting at the Las Vegas Athletic Club near Rainbow and Vegas. Officers, as I mentioned earlier, did engage with the shooter, and we're aware that there are victims being treated at the hospital. Some people told me they took cover when they heard the shooting, while others, like the man I spoke with, immediately ran out the gym. We were in the second floor of the gym. Honestly, we don't know if it was downstairs or on the second floor. Everything was so fast.
Look at this woman. Look at this woman. Oh my, yo, What is wrong with these people? She's just standing there with the camera. She wants to be seen on camera. She wants to be heard on camera. She wants everybody to look at her, what she's wearing. Bunch of sinners hanging out there, man. Let me tell you something. I'm so strict. I'm so strict that if I see a bunch of sinners, regardless of the culture, I take the money loss and bounce. You ain't gonna catch me around a bunch of sinners anymore. When I see something ain't right and I happen to spend money, I take the loss and just be like, you know what, Lord, I don't want to be here. I'm out. I'm gone. Let's go.
Now, Metro did not take questions during this initial press conference, but they plan to speak again later to give more information. Again, Metro confirming the shooter died at the hospital and one person died at the gym. Reporting live near Rainbow in Vegas, Joshua Figueroa, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Joshua. We continue our team coverage with
Close all of the facilities down. I want all the facilities closed down. Yes, just like they're doing in New York. They're closing all the facilities. All the people with money have now got it stricter to where you got to be 21 years of age. They're going to up the age soon to 30 years and up to go in certain locations. I want them to shut these businesses down. All you businesses that's in these places of sin, listen and listen well. Shut down your business. Pay your workers a year and close the business. Because I'm going to warn you, you're going to have to get strict on your business. You can't have sin people working for you, and you can't have sin money coming in your business. You've been warned. It's time to cut the swamp, y'all. Any sin going on, I see. The Most High Man, you know what? The Most High Man is great all the time, even in Florida. If it's a lot of sin going on and my spirit get eerie, I pack up and I go somewhere else. You won't even know. Because I'm at the point of my life that I don't want to be around too many sinners, because, Lord forbid, you agree with certain things, you sign your name to certain that you know that could mess up your whole situation. The people in Vegas don't call out the sin. There's no men and women content creators calling out the sin. I called out the sin in Florida. Don't tell me I don't. I call out the Ibarasi in Miami. I call out the Ibarasi in Tampa. I call out the Ibarasi in Jacksonville. Or Panhandle. That's where the real sin at. That's why Panhandle gets jacked up all the time, because it's always having sinful people from Louisiana, coming from Georgia, them Louisianians, them New Yorkians, them New Jerseyans, them Californians, them Vegians, the list goes on. They bring their sin down there to Panama City. That is the most wicked part of Florida. That's why we don't claim it. Yes, it's Ibarasi's in Jacksonville. Yes, it's Ibarasi's in Miami. Yes, it's Ibarasi's in Tampa. That's why certain things happen in those states, because of the sin. Well, Rollo, is there sin in Orlando? Yes, not in comparison to the other places, because I stay Florida. I'm not a visitor. I stay here. Call out your sin state, and then I'll respect you. But no, I don't want to call out your sin state. Y'all don't want to call out your sin state. Y'all love it. That's why I can't take you serious. Let's go.
Sasha Loftus also right there at the scene.
Sasha, some very scary moments for those gym members, especially the ones who are inside working out.
Yes, Vanessa and Brian, we did speak with someone who was inside when this shooting happened. First, we'll talk about the roads that are closed in this area. You can see.
I'm going to tell you why the incident happened. Over a woman. You know what? It's time for me to get on camera. Y'all not going to like it, but I'm about to get on camera. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Ooh, I'm about to get on camera. You know what happens when I get on camera. You know what happens when I get on camera. Uh-oh. 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 I'm about to get on camera. The reason why that incident happened is because old boy was dealing with a woman. She was messing around with somebody in the gym that would lead to the incident. A lot of you guys, you don't believe a woman will be dealing with somebody else. That's what happened. That's what really happened. They're not going to tell you that. That's what really happened. His lady was messing around with a lot of people in the gym. You'd be surprised. You could bring your woman to the gym. Y'all doing your thing. There'll be days you ain't going to be with her in that gym. And she sees somebody else with better muscles. She getting torn in the gym. She getting her back blown out in the vehicle. Oh, yeah. That's what led him to go do what he did with that AK-47. Some Spanish ninjas. Oh, you think it's just so-called black women in sin? No, it's a Latino woman. She was giving it to many guys in the gym. That's why you seen that woman, she was holding her camera. She's like, yeah, I'm next, Poppy. Y'all be trusting too much, man. Y'all be trusting people too much, man. Y'all be trusting people too much in 2025, and you wonder why. You know what the woman gonna say? What about the men, Rollo? What about them? What about them? They do send to get with you. You attract what you deal with. You attract what you watch, women. A lot of people love sin. They bring sin in their house and they wonder why everything goes downhill. I brought a woman sin in my apartment in New York last year. Y'all know the consequences of that. People love sin. Guys, do not be surprised if you get with a woman. More than likely, she has other men in her mind. I told you that. Y'all seen it in real time. Don't try to ignore it and act like you don't see it. I see it. I just be chuckling. Nobody say, Rollo, you right. I see what you're talking about because you in sin. It's not too many of me left. Let me tell you something. If I was a sinner man, I have a lot more women than what I tell you I have. Than I talk about. I would have been a Hugh Hefner of sin. And I would have been richer than Hugh Hefner. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I didn't use my gift of sin. That's why I'm to myself, and I'm very careful who I'm gonna be around, who I'm gonna deal with in the future. Because too many people love sin. They invite sin in their life. And I gotta be careful. Because if I invite sin, I could lose everything. Ain't nobody gonna bail me out. Nobody gonna help me. So I must be a fool if I go through that again. I will be an idiot if I go through that again. Ain't nobody gonna bail me out. Ain't nobody gonna hit my Cash App. Ain't nobody gonna hit my Super Chat. Ain't nobody gonna bail me out. I will be the laughing stock on the internet and off the internet. I learned that last year and years before. I've been through a lot in my life and I refuse to be going through the drama. People say, "Oh, I ain't gonna say certain things on your panel. You paranoid." I'd rather be paranoid and safe than sorry. I know women very well. I know y'all very well. You would say, "Oh, Rollo, I'm not gonna come on your platform and be disrespectful. Y'all have done it before in the past. So what makes you think I don't think you're gonna do it again?" Let's get back to the video. I'm gonna get off the camera, that's all.
Rainbow between Vegas Drive and Lake Mead shut down in each direction. You can see this entire huge police presence here all the way down Rainbow as this investigation continues. Now, these closures set to stay in place for a while. There's been a lot of backup in the area because things are closed. Now, you mentioned witnesses, the people who were inside at the time. I did speak to a man who says he was in the shower. He said he didn't hear the gunshots, but he did hear people screaming for him to get out of the building.
So we went out, and then I saw the dead guy next to a machine. But someone else got shot too, but it was just shrapnel, they said.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's go.
And by the time I got out, there was another guy on the ground outside. Someone told me it was the shooter that got shot. So I don't know what's going on, but there was blood, and there was at least 10 or 12 bullet casing on the ground.
Now, we have seen a lot of people exit this parking lot. It looks like they were witnesses, just like that man that you heard from, that police have been speaking to, have been getting their statements.
Could you imagine, because of people messing around, now you gotta talk to the officers. You gotta get your statement. Your name is out there. All because a woman was messing around with other men in the gym. And the guy decided to unalive her, more likely unalive her, and the men she was messing with. Or women she was messing with. It could be both. It's not worth it, man. Somebody mess around. Yo, man, just be like they did you a favor. Let me say this on camera again, because a lot of you don't want to hear this, even if you got kids with the woman. Let me say this to y'all. That's why a lot of people don't like me. If a woman is messing around, even if you got children with her, bro, let her be. Your peace, your sanity matters. Because I'm going to warn you, if you do what that idiot did, because he's an idiot, you know what I would have told those guys? Bravo. I got this. This is what a smart man taught me. Smart man taught me this a long time ago. He said, Rollo, if a woman mess around, you got your evidence, take it to court, boom. Take it to court. You married to her, tell the judge, hey, look, Your Honor, this is my wife. I see her messing with this other man. I have children with her. I don't mind taking care of my child. I don't want nothing to do with her. I don't want to give anything to her. Is there a way that I could give my child an account without her involved? Without her involved. You could do that. If y'all want to know how to do that, talk to me behind the scenes. Without her involved. So when my child gets of age, if I can't have her with me for whatever reason, and she wants to stay with the mother, you know, the mother most likely keep the child more than the man. So the point I'm trying to say, bro, guys, it ain't worth it. Ladies, the same thing for you. If you with this man and he ain't straight up with you, like I am, I may have another lady in the future. If I get with you in the future, I have another lady and we had that conversation, most men ain't gonna do that. Don't end the dude's life and put yourself in jail. You see, when I say that, the women gonna be like, oh, Rollo's balanced. Women gonna say, oh, you always going at the women. I'm speaking balance. If the dude ain't doing what he's supposed to do, and you catch him, don't get your brothers involved and get them locked up. Get the recording, get him to confess. There's ways to do it, and boom, you take it to the court, and give him what he's supposed to get. Get out of that situation. Find somewhere else to go. Don't even stay in that facility. And 9 times out of 10, the person know they got caught, they're gonna think twice about doing something to you. Why? Because now there's a paper trail. So if something was to happen to you, Lord forbid, they know who to go to. Always have recordings, y'all. All right, let me turn off the camera. Let's go back to the video.
A lot of them leaving in their workout clothes, saying that they weren't allowed to take their cars. They had to leave their cars in the parking lot for an unknown amount of time as that investigation continues. Again, people in the area who live down the street too say they're unable to get to their homes because of that investigation. We'll of course keep you updated. But again, in terms of those road amount of time as that investigation continues, again, people in the area who live down the street too say they're unable to get to their homes lot for an unknown amount of time as that investigation continues. Again, people in the area who live down the street too say they're unable to get to their homes.
So you mean to tell me, because of this incident, the people that live in the area can't even get to their homes? They will not even hold up the street in Florida. They'll tell you behind, we want you off the road so we can get the investigation going on. That's what they do in Florida. They're not trying to keep the streets crowded. So you mean to tell me they can't even go to their own home because of some incident with this broad and this dude losing his mind? Let's go.
Because of that investigation, we'll of course keep you updated. But again, in terms of those road closures, Rainbow is shut down in each direction between Vegas Drive and Lake Mead for an undetermined amount of time. Reporting live tonight, Sasha Loftus, 8 News Now.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. We're going to New York before I end this live stream. We got to go to New York. Let's go to New York. Let's go to New York. Let's go to New York real quick. Oh! Oh, let me show this. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show this real quick. Uh-oh. So, the South African is at the overall office? Wait a minute. We're going to forget about New York for now. Forget about New York. Oh, we got to listen to this. Oh, hold on. Breaking news. Hold on. Let's see what they're talking
Great
about
news,
here.
Spectrum Internet customers. Now you can try Spectrum Mobile risk-free.
Hold on.
What will it take for you to
Look
convince
at him
that
smiling.
there's no white genocide?
Look, no. Look at him smiling. Look at this man smiling. Look. Oh, wait. Y'all should not have messed with me. Let's see what they're going to talk about. Hold on here.
Mr. President, decide what will it take from you for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa?
Well, I can answer that for the president. It's for him. I'd
rather have him answer.
Yeah, I'd rather answer. It will be.
My president will respond to you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mr. President.
It will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here. When we have talks between us around a quiet table, it will take President Trump to listen to them. I'm not going to be repeating what I've been saying. I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories, to their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, wait. We have thousands of stories talking about it.
Sure.
And we have documentaries, we have news stories. And is Natalie here, somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things.
I want to know where all these people that got an issue with Trump at. I see how to see. You don't want to mess with me. You don't want to mess with me. Where is all the people that got an issue with Trump at now? Be careful what you wish for. You know who you talking to? Do you know who you talking to? Be careful what you wish for. I want to see what y'all got to say about this meetup. All this doom and gloom, he's bringing in these people in America. The lies. The lies. The lies. All y'all was clapping your gums. Who's meeting up with who? Why is he there? Why is the minister of South Africa there? Why he smiling in the Oval Office? Ooh, y'all want to talk about Elon. Oh, here we go again. What about the things going on in Vegas? What about the people that's on it in Vegas? You want to talk about him allegedly on something? What about the people in Vegas on it? What about the people in California on it? What about the people that's in New York on it? On higher substance than allegedly Elon Musk's on. You want to go there? We could go there. I could shut that down in 2 minutes. You're upset with Trump, yet Trump is getting rid of those criminals from the Mexican cartel out of the state of Nevada, out of the state of Colorado, out of the state of New York, out of the state of California. He's removing those demon migrants. But y'all want them to stay, right? Y'all want that to stay in your state? Answer the question. You want those criminals to stay in your state and feed your women, your children, your men, food, drugs in those states? Ooh. Oh, Rollo's rubbing the feathers now. Let me end this with this. Let me continue. Yo, this is easy work for me. This is easy work for me. Because y'all love sin. Let's continue.
And it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would. And turn the lights down. Turn the lights down. And just put this on. It's right behind you.
Yo, even he's laughing. He's laughing.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. Yeah. South African occupy land. That's who we are.
You see what she's saying about me? Look. She's saying I sound like a white racist. She says, you ridiculous, and those immigrants aren't cartel. You sounding like a white racist. It's easy because you're not man enough to debate me face to face, so there's that. Oh my goodness, I'm supposed to debate a woman? I'm not supposed to debate a woman. Why am I going to debate a woman? What's up, Corey? Oh man, the ladies is upset with me, guys. The ladies are upset with me, fellas. The ladies are upset. They're upset with me. The guys is upset with me too. The ladies are upset. I'm upset with Rollo. I'm upset with him. Because he don't love sin. I'm upset with him. Yeah. Some of these ladies upset with me because they want me in sin. They want me to agree with sin wherever the sin is at. I call out the sin in Florida. Hey, fellas, do I not call out the sin in Florida? Have I not called out the sin in Florida? I want the fellas to let it be known. Did I not call out the sin in Florida? Did I not call out the sin in Ibaraki, Jacksonville, Ibaraki, Tampa, Ibaraki, Miami at the time? And what did they do for spring break? They listen. We don't want your money. We don't want your dollar. We don't want your sin. They put curfew in Miami. They put curfew in Tampa. I love it. So the sinners didn't come, but they brought themselves to Daytona. Now Daytona has a curfew for spring break next year. All of the beaches of Florida have a curfew. We don't want the sinners here. But they don't want to talk about that. None of these ladies in the chat want to say, you know what, Rollo, you're right. Florida is kicking out the sin. You have not seen one lady. Pay attention, guys. You have not seen one lady say, you know what, Rollo? Yeah, that's true. They are arresting the thieves, the thugs, the gangsters. They're arresting those who's stealing from the elderly. They give them serious time or they bring them back to their country. You don't see the lady saying that, but they want to protect their state. They want to protect the sin in their state. They want me to sin. I told you guys, some of these ladies want me to sin. They want me to be like last year. They want me to be around sinner women. Oh, I'm saying it. Oh, yeah. Let me come on camera. Oh, yeah. These ladies want me to be with a sinner woman. That's what the Most High told me. Yeah, they want to see you get caught up in some mess. People want to have stuff on me. They want to see me sin. They want me to be with a sinner woman. Here's another lie. Here's another lie. Oh, you see, they so, oh, Florida. People leave, all the people leaving Florida is business, is enterprise. You see the lies? You see the lies? But I'm going to tell you what it is. Some of these ladies, they want me to stay in New York City. Oh, they was clapping. Yeah. Rollo he's in New York. They was clapping. They was clapping. They was cheering. Yet the minute I came back down here, most of the ladies show their true hand. Oh, they don't like that I'm in the mansion either. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that I'm in the mansion either. I'm being called Uncle Ruckus. If it wasn't for Uncle Ruckus, a lot of so-called black people won't be alive in 2025. Ooh, y'all don't like when I say that. A lot of so-called black people won't be alive. That's neither here or there. Because I know these women want to control me. They want me to be down with the Democratic. They love that Democratic woman in Dallas. They love that Democratic woman that lost to Trump. Because they want the sin to continue. They want to see men homeless. They want to see women homeless. They want to see you not make that much money. People in sin want to see you have no money. They don't want to see you have no car. They don't want to see you have a home. They don't want to see you have a family. They talk about family, but they don't have a family. Now, normally I don't go over an hour, but I have to go over an hour today because, like I said, it depends on the topic. I don't expect to get no support. Why you think I didn't put the Cash App? Why you think I didn't put the Venmo? Because nobody's going to support this work. And I'm not talking to my day one supporters. That's why I didn't put the Venmo. I didn't put the Cash App. Have y'all noticed that? Have you paid attention? Did you see me ask for anything? You know why? Because I know people's upset with me. I'm rubbing some feathers in the chat. So, we're going to go to the New York situation. Let's get to this. Let's get to this right now. Let me hear it first. Here we go.
What's happening to New York?
But it's real easy to be homeless these days.
I just couldn't do it. You know, they leave you out here and you're stuck and you can't get up and they won't get you up. And as soon as you sit down on the ground, they look at you different.
New York was once likened to the heart of America, where the lights of Times Square never go out, where the Statue of Liberty still holds high the torch guiding American dreams towards opportunities and prosperity. But if you veer off the main avenue, delving deep into the alleys behind Hudson Yards.
Y'all see what's going on? Y'all see what's going on? The guy said inside New York City, homeless hell, even cops don't dare to step in.
Or W39th Street, you will see a completely different New York, a city ravaged by the homelessness crisis. No different from a hell on earth amidst the modern metropolis. In today's video, join me as we step past the city's glamorous facade.
This is really, man, this is out of control.
to look into the hidden corners that no one dares to mention, places where the lights cannot reach, and where the American dream is slowly turning into an endless nightmare. As usual, this is not a pessimistic warning, but a perspective reflecting multiple sources to help the community understand better and prepare proactively. Are you ready to explore the dark side of the most vibrant and luxurious city in America? Let's
pay attention.
start right now. New York, the city that symbolizes the American dream, has perhaps never been as dazzling as we imagine. But it has never been as chillingly frightening as it is now. Right in the heart of the world's cultural, financial, and media center, where the Statue of Liberty still holds her torch high amidst the vast sky. Hundreds of thousands of people are resting their heads on benches, huddling in subway stations, or lying across cardboard sheets under the bridges at Times Square. According to statistics from the coalition
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
for the homeless, as of the beginning of this year, New
Here we go again. Yes, it is. To answer your question, yes, it is. It's not an epidemic. That's the difference. Yes, it is. It's not an epidemic. Let's not play this game. Homeless is everywhere. At the same time, it's not an epidemic. Get your facts straight. Don't get in your emotions. We're dealing with the epidemic. Stop playing games with me. It's not an epidemic of homelessness in Florida like that. My goodness. These are people that work as homeless. It's one thing that there are people that's been homeless for a certain amount of time. These are certain people that work. Pay attention. I'm tired of your emotional folks, man. God, yo, man, yo, piss me off, man. We're dealing with the epidemic crisis in New York City. People that's working, that's living in these tents, living in the streets. I work with people in New York City that don't have a place to stay, and they work 40 hours. Golly, they don't pay attention. This is why I can't deal with you. No, right there, folks, man. Golly. What's up, Silky? Enjoy Brazil, fam. Enjoy Brazil. For real. Enjoy. My goodness. I told y'all, man, y'all people have an issue with Florida. Just say it in the chat, man. Stop. Yo. Turn off the music for a second. I'm convinced y'all have an issue with Florida. I'm convinced. Just say it. Because I'm calling out the epidemic. Y'all have an issue with Florida. I'm telling y'all, man. Yo, man, the Most High is real, man. A lot of you have an issue with Florida. You don't want to call out your own state. You have an issue with Florida. Every time I talk about something where I came from, New York. You didn't live in New York like I did. I know people that work in New York is in this video. I'm not going to point them out. That's why I could talk about it. You think I like this? This is why I say, you people can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. Do y'all see what's going on in the chat? These are not everybody in hard times. These are people working 40 hours and they got kicked out by these entities. But y'all don't want to call out the sin. Y'all don't want to call out the sin that's going on in New York City. Y'all want to protect your sins in your state. Let's all point to Florida's sin. Yeah. But not one woman want to say, Have y'all noticed? Not one woman say, Rollo, you was right. You call out Florida sometimes. You call out Florida sometimes. Even the fellas don't even agree with everything I'm saying. And they say one thing, they say, Rollo, you haven't called out Florida. Even the fellas don't agree with me. Y'all be thinking the fellas being agree with me. They don't agree with everything I say. That's why I say, man, no woman want to give me props. I don't expect it. No woman want to say, you know what, Rollo, you're right. You have called out Florida before. Because they mad I'm in Florida. Silky, they mad I'm in Florida. Silky, they mad I'm in Florida. Forever Studio. These ladies are upset I'm in Florida. I guarantee you if I was in New York City, they would not be saying what they're saying in the chat. I guarantee it. That's why they doing what they're doing. Anyway, let's continue.
New York has more than 350,000 people without a fixed place to stay.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? How many people without a fixed place to stay? Y'all want to call what I'm saying I'm a coon, I'm a sellout, I'm an Uncle Tom, and this and that. Yeah, they upset. Yeah, they won't. Bro, these women would not make they upset I'm in Florida. Bro, yo, Silky, if I was in another state, they would not be saying what they're saying in the chat. That's why they can't say I'm lying. They cannot say I'm lying. Silky, the proof is in the pudding. They cannot say I'm lying in the chat. I dare them to say I'm lying. I dare them. I dare any of these women to say I'm lying. If I was living in another state, they would not be saying what I'm saying. Because I'm in Florida, because I'm in Orlando, they upset. They upset, bro. They mad because I got access to things that they like, oh my goodness. If Rollo gets big, he gonna get around them Floridian women. He gonna get around them Brazilian. He gonna get around them different types of women. Oh man, he gonna have them Colombianians, them Brazilians. He gonna have different culture women. He gonna have different black culture women. In my face, they gonna be like, oh, you know the American woman ain't gonna like that. They're gonna be upset. He's a sellout. Shoot. Yeah, they can't debunk it. Yeah. You got guys upset with me too. Yet I'm not getting with guys. I'm not getting with a guy. I'm getting with it for a woman. Yeah. I'm glad you don't like him. I like him. Now what? I like him. Now what you got to say about that? I like my government. I love DeSantis. Yes. Even the brothers may not agree with me. I love DeSantis. I'm glad he's my governor. Hallelujah. Yes. I guess I'm a coon now, right? I got Trump. I got DeSantis. What more can I ask for? And I got Trump living in Florida. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh. Just say, I can't stand you, Rollo, no more. I want you to say it. Let everybody see you can't stand me. Yes. Thank you, Silky. Yes. If moving to Florida enhance your life, that's a beautiful thing. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. I guess the racist people want to see me win, right? I guess the racist people want to see me win. I don't have no cops bothering me. I got cops saluting me, which you might consider racist. Yeah, I got sheriff friends. I got friends in the sheriff department, the state department. Yeah. I guess I'm an Uncle Token, right? Yeah. No, because I don't move in sin like these ninjas move out in sin. These ninjas want to terrorize women, terrorize children. I guess because I don't do that, I'm not likable by most of you women. Ooh, let me come on camera for this. Yeah, I want to go in. Yeah, because I'm not doing the sinful things that most of these dudes do out here in the streets. I guess I'm a sellout. I'm a boring guy. Shout out to the boring fellas. Shout out to the boring fellas that got respect by the police, got respect by the governor, got respect by the president. You know I'm invited to something real big. I guess I'm a sellout. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I am. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Thank you. Do you know DeSantis came to my old post I used to work at? He came to see me. Yeah, he know who I am. Yeah. Yeah, I got top people at the site I work at. Always talk to me. Want to see me win. So I guess I'm a sellout. Yeah. I didn't make no money in New York. Here the lies. The lies is coming in, fellas. The lies coming in. Let me ask you this question. We're gonna get it right now. Is I making more money in Florida, or did I make a lot of money in New York, y'all? This person said I made more money in New York. Oh, is that so? You know how much I came back down here to Florida? You think you forgot the incident that happened to me last year? Or you want to be naive? You know that incident happened to me last year? Guess all the companies in New York didn't want to do business with me. I had to wait 4 to 5 months to find something before I went back to Florida. Florida didn't do me wrong, except that entity, I'm not going to mention his name, sent somebody to the job I work at and got me fired. Now that I look back at the situation, he sent her. Outside of that, I have no issues in Florida. Florida been giving me love. Have y'all noticed I travel many places? Was I traveling in that funky New York? No. I was mostly in the house all day, every day. So at the end of the day, I didn't make no money like that in some New York. Get your facts straight. I'm making money in Florida, and y'all mad about that. So say I'm white racist, whatever. I'm making money though. I get less money now since I've been to Florida on the internet than what I was in New York. Ooh. Is my Cash App ringing? Is my Super Chat ringing? Is my Venmo ringing? No. Do I look stressed? No. I'm in 100-degree weather. I ain't got to deal with no Ibaracis. Even though nothing is perfect, at the same time, I'm at peace. I ain't got to deal with no woman's headache and aggravation. Thank you, Corey. Thank you. Thank you. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. But it's funny to me that I told you, people are not happy for me in Florida. I told you. Everything I told y'all seeing right now, fellas. You see why I'm staying to myself? You see why I stay to myself, fellas? Now you see why I say 2025, I'm staying to myself. You think I could live with a woman the way they behave towards me in real time and in this live chat? Nah, I'm good. I stay to myself. I told y'all, man. See, now what you're gonna have me to do is be around these racist people. But you know who want to see me suffer? People that look like me. People that look like me want to see me suffer. And then some of you Gentile women that deal with low vibrational men, you want to see me suffer. Yo, this live is needed. This live is needed. Yeah. Yes, Silky, I'm convinced. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Oh, here we go again. Here, see, Corey, she's trying to get you to Corey, you know what she's doing? Corey, she's trying to say, do you know what's funny? She's saying that I don't expect white people to support me. See, here's the thing. That's the crazy part. I expect white people to support me. You see the lies she's doing? You see what she's doing? Trying to cause division. I gave Corey props. Corey, did I not give you props all the time? Corey put me on to a place in outside of Atlanta. See, you're running your mouth, lady, and being so disrespectful. Corey is good with me. We good. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. You see what the women, you see what they try to do? Try to pin us against each other. You see what this woman is trying to do? Because she can't get on the panel, because I won't put the link in the chat, now she's trying to get Corey to make me look like I'm a racist. Told y'all. You seeing it in real time. You seeing it in real time. How many of you fellas, I tell you to make money? Get to the bag. How many of you? Put a $sign in the chat. Put a $sign in the chat, fellas. I'll tell you to get to the money. Get to the money. Get your health right before you deal with these women. Don't deal with these women if you ain't got your stuff together. How many of y'all heard me say that to y'all? Put a $sign in the chat. Put a $sign in the chat. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to see y'all destroy me. They want to see y'all destroy me. These ladies want to see me have nothing, guys. They want to see me get high. They want to see me get drunk. They want to see me get lit. They want to see me get caught slacking. They want to see me get caught slacking, y'all. These ladies don't have no paper trail on me. They pissed right now. They pissed. They pissed off with me, y'all. They see I ain't getting lit. I ain't talking about partying. I ain't talking about getting with no. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like I'm doing things on my own, figuring out things, how to get where I need to get to. They upset with me. Because I'm telling you, men, to get your act right, get rid of your sins. Don't get mad at the woman. How many? Put a $sign in the chat. Put a $sign in the chat. I told y'all not to get mad at women. Put a $sign in the chat. I tell y'all not to get mad at women. Women gonna be women, fellas. Don't get mad at them. Don't get mad at your baby moms. Don't get mad at your exes. They did you a favor. These ladies upset with me because I'm in Florida. They could say whatever they want. Oh, Rollo, I'm happy you're in Florida. No, they're not. They're not. Why you telling the people how to support my chat? Do you see me? Do you understand that I'm not asking for anything? You see what these ladies, man. I always say the ladies support. How many of y'all, I tell y'all the ladies support more than the men do. The thing though is the ladies upset with me right now. That's why they're not supporting. They're upset with me. It's all right. They'll get over it. They'll get over it. Let me get off this. Let's continue. Let me put the music back on.
Each night, around 132,000 people sleep, cramped in temporary shelters. And thousands of others cannot find a place, forced to fight over every park bench, every stretch of subway corridor. What is frightening is not just the number, but the steadily increasing pace of this crisis, like an unstoppable flood. And in that flood, the number of elderly homeless people is increasingly taking up a larger proportion. Among them, there are those who were once workers, who paid taxes.
And listen, let me come on channel. Hold on. Hold up. The Lord could strike me. I did not watch this video. The Lord could strike me. What he said, what I just told y'all. He's confirming what I say. The Lord could strike me right now. I did not watch this video. Listen to what he said. Let me put this on mute. Let me put this on mute. Listen to what this man say. Let's get to it. Listen. Listen again.
And thousands of others cannot find a place, forced to fight over every park bench, every stretch of subway corridor. What is frightening is not just the number, but the steadily increasing pace of this crisis, like an unstoppable flood. And in that flood, the number of elderly homeless people is increasingly taking up a larger proportion. Among them, there are those who were once workers, who paid taxes diligently, who built the foundation and prosperity for this city. Yet now, they don't even have a roof to shelter them from the rain in the very
You hear that? You hear that? Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Rollo is an Uncle Tom. Rollo is a sellout. Yeah, you got these Ibarazzis, got these people that work for the healthcare, that work for hospitality, that making over 6 figures. Even if you're making over 6 figures, you like this lady that's holding this thing. Here's the thing. Y'all ready for this? Put a 5 if you're ready to hear what I have to say. Put a 5 if you're ready to hear what I have to say. Put a 5 if you're ready to hear what I have to say. Let's see if you're ready to hear what I have to say. Because I'm going to tell you something. Sin is catching up to a lot of people in New York City too. All the sin is being exposed. You see, when you work and you spending money in sin, I'm going to get the scriptures in a second because this is very important. I'm warning you, be careful who you give your money to. See, a lot of people in New York, they were supporting sin. I'm going to say it again. A lot of people, regardless of their race, regardless of their culture and background, were supporting sin. And this is really the reason why a lot of people is homeless, because of their sin. The Bible tells you none among you shall live in poverty. So if the Bible tells you none among you shall live in poverty, there are things set in place by the Most High for us to do so that we won't go through what these people are going through. If these same workers, I talked about this 4 or 5 years ago, if these same workers came together and put their differences to the side and not look at race, like most people are doing in the chat, being racist, calling me racist, yeah, I'm not racist, that's laughable. If everybody put their differences to the side and work together righteously, you won't see what you see in New York and many of these states. The problem is people love sin. And that's why the Most High is showing you the wickedness of sin in America throughout the 50 states, yet more so the northern states. And this proves my point. The Northeast, the Midwest, the Northwest have the biggest sinners in the world. I don't care what nobody say, more than the South sin. The South sin is very minute compared to the Northern sin. And when the Northern state folks came to the South, that's why you see a lot of sin. You heard Brainwaves talk about that, right? A lot of people remember the old days of New York sin in the 90s. Remember the old days of sin in California when they went to the ATL? They brought the sin to the ATL. The old Atlanta was not like it is now. Because of the sin. Because of people coming from the northern states, bringing their sin, bringing their agenda, bringing that nonsense. That's why Atlanta is corrupted. And I'm going to tell you something that is going to be controversial, that people are going to call me racist. Even Brainwaves even agree with me. Did you know even Louisiana have the least slaves in all the southern states? The problem with Louisiana is they was doing sin. That's why it's the poorest state. Even though it had the least slaves, it had people was doing sin. That's why it's the poorest state. What they're not telling you, with the research I did, my homework, there was more slaves of so-called black people in the North than there was in the South. That's what also they're hiding from you. That's neither here or there. You don't believe me. I'm a sellout. I'm bigging up the South. I'm bigging up the Deep South. Then why the northern states is having more issues in 2025 than the southern states? Uh-oh. 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 Not more than the northern states. Not more than the northerners. Not more than the northerners. I did my research. You're not going to fool me. Let's go.
Place they once called home for their entire lives. On the streets from Brooklyn to Manhattan, tattered tents sprout up like weeds. Trash piles up next to sleeping bags. The smell of urine mingles in the air, becoming something New Yorkers are gradually learning to get used to. The existence of those marginalized people now seems like a part of the urban landscape that needs to be eliminated. Worse yet, this is not just a matter of a few slums. Even Central Park and Broadway, the landmarks that were once vividly portrayed on live television, are now sinking into chaos and despair.
Did you hear that? Silky. Exactly. Exactly. Bro, that's why I'm ignoring the chat. Bro, I'm ignoring the chat because they don't want to hear this truth. They don't want to hear this truth. They mad. They mad.
Places once seen as symbols of America's prosperity have now become the backdrop for a prolonged tragedy. How is it possible that in a city with a GDP equivalent to that of an entire nation, there are hundreds of thousands of people without even a roof over their heads to sleep under? If even New York, once the starting point of the American dream, is becoming its end, what can we still place our trust in?
Yeah, they don't trust in the Most High. They don't trust in the Most High. They trust in Satan. They trust in Satan. That's what they trust in. That's who they trust in, Satan. That's who they trust in. Let's see how many likes I got. I know I got dislikes. Oh, I got a lot of people disliking the video. Okay, I got 11 likes. There's a lot of people that dislike the video. Let me check right now. Let me check my YouTube studio. Let me check my YouTube studio. Let's see how many people dislike the video. Oh, we know who disliked the video. The woman in the chat disliked the video. The woman in the chat disliked the video. She's the only one that disliked the video. The woman in the chat talking to me. Yo. Yo, Silky says if they only knew the percentage of people who even had slaves back then, they have been programmed, unfortunately. Facts. Rollo, they can't handle these live streams. It's too elite for them. I know that's right. Yep, Fatwa Studio. I know the other ladies, they upset. They're upset with Rollo. Azandria, she was here earlier. You know, I ain't got no issues with Azandria or Offer P777. I don't. They just, you know, letting me know where they stand at. It's all well and good. However, this individual in the chat, she want to control me. She want to control me. Yep. Man, guys, man, you don't want to have a woman that can't stand you, but they got to watch you for the past 2 hours. You see, the women can't take rejection from me, guys. You see this? Y'all see this, fellas? I like Rollo's laugh. It makes me smile, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Y'all see this, Silky? Man. They going crazy, man. They can't turn me off, man. They can't turn me off. Anybody else, they would have been left the chat. Anybody else, they would have been left the chat. A woman with common sense would say, you know what, Rollo, I'm not feeling what Rollo's saying. I'm about to leave the chat. I may watch in the clouds. I'm not going to come in the chat. You know, but man. Yo, you can't make this up, man. I'm about to get on out of here. You know, appreciate you fellas and, you know, the ladies that's tuning in. You know, appreciate y'all tuning into the show. I'm going to get on out of here. Been on longer than expected. Silky says, them chicks back home got some issues. Yikes, they can't turn away. Yeah, oh, man. But in all seriousness, Silky, they going crazy in overseas too, man. Silky, I'm not talking about you. You know why I stand out with the passport guys? You good, man. You moving correctly. You know what I'm saying? The other men the other men messed up the traveling thing. You know that I'm telling the truth, fam. With all due respect, Silky, you moving correctly out there, like how I was moving correctly. You know, when I travel overseas. I'm just saying, like, most men ain't moving correctly overseas, and they got even worse than America. We got to keep it real. That's all I'm saying. You know how it is with these American ladies. At the same time, you know, a lot of these guys, they go to these other countries, they raising up the prices, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. We got to call out the sins in the other countries too. They got to be called out. You see what happened in DR with the sins, you know? So I'm not saying you know, when I go to these other countries, I don't want to be around these sin women and sin men either. It don't matter where I'm at. I don't want to be around it. Yeah, they took over. Yeah. You got women lining up dudes in Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, you know, Europe, South Africa, Philippines. Brothers is getting unalive, man. Unalive because they moving in sin. And when you move in sin, you're gonna get, you know, destroyed. You know, but I will say, even though American women are insane, the guys have made the women more sin in these foreign countries, man. We gotta call it balance. We gotta call the balance out. Because yeah, I know you call it out. That's why we're not, you know, with that certain group no more. You don't see, remember, Silky, we was part of that certain group. Remember when we was part of that certain group? And when I left, all the sin came out in that group. All the sin came out. They're not even talking to each other like that no more. See, what happened was, Silky knows exactly what I'm talking about. We was part of that group. Everything was good. They didn't want to listen to me. They didn't want to listen to the warning. And when I left, and I told them I left, everything went downhill. I gave the warning. I said, you cannot tell every man to leave America. He needs to heal. You know what I'm saying? The so-called black man, the men need to heal. You can't talk about the women's in America and your black ass, your white ass, your Spanish ass ain't get healing from your sin. Because you bring that sin over there overseas, they're going to unalive you behind. You know what I'm saying? They're going to unalive you. The women in America will not unalive you right away. She'll take you to child support. She'll put you on child support. She'll get you behind locked up. At least you got time to, you know, correct yourself with her. Leave her be. But man, the women overseas, man, they getting you dudes, man, if you ain't moving correctly. But we don't move like that. That's why I survived in a lot of places in Jamaica or Costa Rica or Bahamas because I move correctly. You know? So that's about it. I'm going to get on out of here. Silky, you can reach out to me on Instagram anytime. You know, just send me a message, Silky, when you want to talk behind the scenes. We could talk behind the scenes. I appreciate you watching. Enjoy yourself in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing. You know, shout out to you. We come from New York. We see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about me. This lady want to know all the business. I tell you, she want to know all the business. You know, but anyway, thank you for all tuning in. I'm out. Peace.